Yo guys, welcome back to another Texans video. This is a video I've been wanting to make for a long time, and it's just really explaining the wide receiver core of the Houston Texans. And I want to start off by saying we don't have a horrible wide receiver unit. A lot of people think that our wide receiver unit's horrible. We lost Hopkins, which is true. We should have never lost him, but we lost Fuller, so we're trash. So we don't have any wide receivers, and that's just really not true. We have a bunch of guys who are extremely solid. We don't necessarily have that superstar or that DeAndre Hopkins or Andre Johnson anymore. So we have more solid receivers than superstar wide receivers. But our core of guys are unproven, underrated players, in my opinion. These guys have been overlooked. And I think any of these guys I'm about to name can have a breakout season or just an overall good year. Like I said, they're not no Hopkins, they're not no Andre Johnson, but they're guys that can have good years. And some of them have already showed they could have good years. So I'm about to get into some of these guys that we have. First guy, obviously, probably wide receiver number one, Brandon Cooks, who's had a few really good years and has a lot of experience having a few 1,000-yard seasons. He's been around the league. Randall Cobb, who is a slot receiver, who's also had a really good career as a wide receiver and as a guy that can mentor some of the young guys that we have, like Isaiah Coulter, Alex Erickson, anybody of that caliber. Another receiver we have is Andre Roberts, who appears to probably be a return specialist for us. And he's not just a returner. He's one of the better returners in the league. Like if you look up his highlights, he's really fun to watch. He's extremely fast, of course, and he's really fun to watch. Another guy is Chris Conley, who's had a few decent seasons with Jags. Nothing too special, but all around been a solid player for them. Next is Dante Moncrief, who's had an all-around above average career. Also had some really good games against the Texans when he was in Indianapolis, but he's played for Indianapolis, Jacksonville, and he had a good year both of those years. He had 2 good seasons with both of those teams. I think they were both above 700 yards, which is really good. It's really hard to do in the NFL, obviously. And then last, I have Alex Erickson, who's had a decent season, had a few decent seasons in Cincinnati. Nothing special, but he is also pretty decently young. So I'm really excited for this core. I don't think this core is bad by any means. I think we could do some real damage. I would probably not make the playoffs, but I'm saying I think we can have. I don't think our wide receiver core is our worst part of our team, and that would probably be defense. But I'm not going to get into that now. But I really hope if everything goes wrong and everything's bad, we're horrible next year. I just really hope that Randall Cobb, Brandon Cooks, any Dante Moncrief, just younger, Isaiah Coulter. I really like Isaiah Coulter a lot. Isaiah Coulter's a dude that we picked. He's 22 years old. He's a dude that we picked in the draft. Let me see, 2020 draft in the 5th round with the 171th pick. So not like highly recruited, but if you look at his highlights, I watched a lot of film on him when we picked him up. Like, he's really good. So I don't really know if he'll touch the field, which sucks, but he is really good, and I hope that he gets a chance to prove himself. I really hope that they all have to fight it out for the spot, but I don't know how that's really gonna work. So, man, I just really hope everyone gets a chance, and I'm really excited for this wide receiver core. And hopefully Tyrod Taylor can spin them the ball, which if you haven't checked out my Tyrod Taylor video, you should check that out. And I think it hit 1.4K views, and I'm really appreciative of that. My first 1K video, I've never hit 1,000 views, and I just hit it on that. So I really appreciate that. I'm trying to hit it again, but these Texans videos seem to be doing pretty good. Not doing it for the views. I actually enjoy doing them. So I really hope y'all guys enjoy the video. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, comment. Thanks for the feedback. Peace.